Hey, look at this. We're in traffic. I've talked about how we used to farm ground. This little strip right here we didn't have. And this road used to go straight, clear down to those fir trees. What we farmed started about this power pole and went all the way down to those fir trees. Actually it was 3 different owners, 5 different fields. All in that one spot, there was about 600 acres. And then, if you went down that road farther, you got to about another 300 or 400 acres that we used to farm. And up and around this road was another, actually right here, where the Dutch Brothers is, and Biscuits Cafe. There was 40 acres in here that we farmed. That was between the 2 roads. The other side of the hill was another 2 fields. I believe there was 70 in one and 30 in the other. And a quarter mile up the road was another 60 or 80 acres. And another quarter mile up the road was another 30 acres. Oh, and this is what it all is now. Well, this and worse. So anyway, just thought I'd show you a little tidbit. This is over near where my grandparents, my dad's folks were, which we farmed their place too, and a few others around it. And it's all full of houses. It's been a scooched day. Just got the drill filled. I told number 1 to go over that patch again. She gets a couple rounds and I can go over there and start. Then she can get to this one, and of course she's got to leave because her friend of hers needs help. That's usually how it goes. So number 2 is supposed to be on her way, and she'll run it. And right below where we're at, there's about 40 acres in 3 different patches that are kind of connected, like 9 different freaking property owners. Kind of a mess when it comes to that. I gotta figure out what we're gonna do with it. I know it's too rough to be able to make hay on. The only way to make it smooth is to follow the way the disc went, and I'm not side hilling a big baler on stuff like that. So I'm thinking I might have to swap tractors, but I'm thinking put this tractor on that disc because it will pull it better. And not like I can plant until it's disked. I don't know. This is one reason we used to have a bigger 4-wheel drive, and one reason I've been trying to get one back. So today's really been a scooch day. It's like 1:30 in the afternoon. My DOT physical was today, and they were slow. Then there's some new crap that the feds threw into stuff. 1, they changed the blood pressure. Well, I made it. That's fine. 2, they decide, if your body weight mass ratio crap isn't just right. Well, no, I squeak by on that. I'm actually a full half-inch shorter than I should be, and that's all because of the nerves in my back doing what they're doing. So, hey, if I had that done first, I'd be an inch taller and there wouldn't have been an issue. Instead, they made sure I was stripped down to my underwear and weighed me again. And then, by God, I made it by 10 pounds lighter than I was with my pants and boots and everything in my pockets. Imagine that. Which that totally got me clear away from that, being on the edge of that crap. Then the cute one was, well, you haven't had a blood test in a long time. Well, no, because everything's been closed. Apparently, the feds want a blood test within a few months of when you get your CDL physical. Well, why don't they bother to tell us this crap? And then the big reason, she would have weaseled by and gotten away with the blood test, but yesterday being a hot day, I drank like 4 Powerades. So they do a pee test and just to check the sugar in it, and the sugar's high. Well, yeah, I drank 4 Powerades yesterday. That's all coming out of me today. Oh, just one more thing. So she's waiting. I went ahead and got my blood drawn, which literally, I mean, oh my God. Like 4 people there waiting to get their blood drawn. And because of all this COVID-19 crap, that was an hour and a half process. The waiting and the paperwork for my DOT physical and doing all the stuff and then having to talk with the doctor, that all went way faster than getting the damn blood draw. Well, actually, the blood draw took about 30 seconds. It's all the crap to get it done. It's like, really? So yeah, I'm irritated with the crap you got to go through to get it anymore, and I don't use my CDL anyway. I got a farm endorsement. I don't have to have it unless I go over 150 miles from home, or I drive for someone else who does not have farm plates. So I've kept it as a courtesy for all these years from when I had to have it. I don't have to have it. It costs me too much for what I don't get out of it. And anyway, I don't know. Just ranting. Waiting for her to make me enough room. Wishing we'd have been up here a month ago or 2 months ago. Better yet, February, March would have been great up here. Wouldn't have to worry about it right now. We'd be setting up to cut hay next week if the weather's permitting. Might even cut hay this week if we weren't up here doing this, but I only have so many tractors, and no, I'm not pulling duals off and putting different hitches on and all that crap to go cut hay for half a day and then have to put it all back together. I'm too old for that. A whole lot easier to have a better tractor for each job. Anyway, that's where we are today. Thursday the 28th of May. I keep seeing these guys that have cut hay. Not around our area, but actually there has been some. I actually saw a semi-load of marshmallows on a trailer coming out of a field this morning. No idea who it is. God knows there's different people popping out, but their equipment was gone out of the field when we came back. Never seen their equipment before either. And all they cut was just a little strip. So I'm kind of wondering if it wasn't grass seed field that had some of the wrong grasses along the road. And they had them come in and do that. I don't know. Anyway, I might get you more later. In the meantime, I'm trying to show you a little scenery. If I don't, oh well. If I do, hey, hope you like it. If you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you do. And everybody's been popping up with some shout out videos. I made a list a week ago, but I haven't had time to sit down and do it proper because I got a bunch of people I want to give shout outs to. Mostly smaller channels, but I throw a few bigger names in there too. They help me out, I help them out, and they're all good people. So anyway, we'll see what the rest of the day brings. Oh, hey, I was going to do this yesterday. See if I can zoom in, stare at the antenna for a minute. That square block of trees right there on that side hill. We do not farm to the right of it, which is south. But we do farm these 2 sides and the bigger field you can see there. That's all. There's about 40 acres there total. That's another one I got to figure out what to do with. The bottom on this side where you can't see, there's some flat ground down underneath it, and it's full of ryegrass, always has been. Can't get rid of it. I might just leave it and hay it. It's going to be a rough one, and that was all disked per this picture horizontally, and that is really steep against the trees up toward the top. So it's going to be interesting if we hay it, because it's going to have to get cut the way it was disked last. I don't know. A couple years ago I fertilized that and I didn't realize that it wasn't disked right. I was told go do it when the old man was still alive, and I about killed myself in there. We did not end up cutting it that year. So I don't know. And see if we can zoom in some more. Too fuzzy. Well, about dead center of the screen out there, it's 4 or 5 miles anyway. I got some ground there too I got to get up to. I think I showed cutting part of that. It was really dusty. Didn't cut worth a darn. I only cut the outside of the field because the center was a different variety and it was already ready to combine when we were cutting hay. Those people, I haven't talked to them. I need to. They were going to have probably another 70 acres up there that might be available to farm this year. So, just what I need. We're behind and I got more to do. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I figured I better actually make an ending. This is Friday. It's supposed to start raining about daylight tomorrow morning. That's sitting here. The other tractor and the drilling cultipacker in front of the blue Freightliner out in the yard. Finished up on that hill. Yeah, I'll try this. I tried it up there too. Just about dead center of the screen up there in those hills. I might have some to plant. Checked fields today and that's like, well, I got one more to check. But at this point, I mean, we're supposed to have 2-3 days of rain, a couple nice days and 2-3 days of rain. And if I'm done planting, we're going to switch over for hay. Hopefully start cutting quick because a bunch of what we're leaving that we're not tearing up needs to be cut within the next week or so. Bad thing about having oats and stuff, you got to hit it right or you may as well forget it. Up there on that hill though, there's, I don't know, probably about 6 or 8 acres that we can work up and plant, I think. It's where they've taken Christmas trees out, but they're not done taking roots out of part of it. And I've been trying to get a hold of the people. Haven't been able to yet. When we talked to them last spring, they had possibly another 70 acres if they actually sold all their Christmas trees last year that they were supposed to. There'll be another 70 acres up there to do. Now that'll keep me busy for a couple of days, but I gotta find out there at first. But that tractor may still get cleaned up and get the duals off, and I may end up there with the other tractor discing and then go back up and plant. I really, really, really prefer to be right behind the disc planting. I think to save as much moisture as we can, especially on the hill ground around here, but that might not happen. And then that's gonna really depend how much more fertilizer I get, because at this point, the only thing I'm gonna fertilize is what's planted, and right now we've only got about 30 acres planted. And everything else, there's too much growth there to, I'm gonna knock out 12 feet every 40 feet. It don't come back up when it's knee high or waist high or chest high. So anyway, so I'm stuck. We'll just take care of doing some other things today and call it good. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I think I said it before, like and subscribe, please. It'd be appreciated. At least give me some likes. Hopefully you'll subscribe too. Thanks for watching.